some of the reasons of infertility. Now, in terms of proportions, about 25 to 30%, depending on different researchers, the cause of infertility is on the female side.
Okay.
About 30, even to up to 50% is on the male side. So the male percentage is higher, actually, than the female side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But the perceptions are completely
different.
The opposite.
Skewed, yeah.
And then you have about, let's say, 10% or so where it affects both of them.
Okay.
And then about 5 to 10% where we really don't know. It's so-called, undefined, yes, unknown reasons for infertility.
Okay.
Now, ladies first, as usual. So
let's go to us. Let's
so
dive in.
Some of the reasons of infertility in women, number one is age. Age.
Okay.
In this part of the world, it's not so much of a problem. But when I was working in the UK, age over 35, we used to see a lot of patients who are over 35. Simply because they have to go to school, finish university, get a career, sort of settle down in that career before they think about, having a family.
Okay.
So by the time they realize, oh, wow, I'm 30, I'm almost 40 and I don't have a family.
Yeah.
So it's a rat race to start having these babies. So age is a big problem. Apart from age being a problem, the genetic material, which is in the eggs, also grows older with time.
Okay.
So it becomes a problem later on for these ladies to have get pregnant, or even if they do, there's a higher percentage of miscarriages and having babies who have issues, health issues.
Okay.
So age is a problem. In this part of the world, we have a big problem with blocked tubes.
Okay, and what causes blocked tubes? Most
of the time is infection. Infections which sometimes the ladies actually have no symptoms at all. Chlamydia is a very, very big problem because chlamydia actually infects the whole reproductive organ, and it usually doesn't have any it doesn't give any symptoms at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So blocked tubes. And then we have also TB. Tuberculosis, a big problem as well. We have an issue with polycystic ovaries where because of some biochemical issues, actually ladies are born with this. It is a good and a bad thing in the sense that when you have polycystic ovaries, you have a lot of eggs, a high reserve of eggs. But then again, it also affects your fertility in other ways, where you have irregular periods, for example, your hormones are all over the place. Sometimes you may have some hair in different places, what we call hirsutism, where you have some hair, around your beard, around your lips, sometimes around the breast, and so on and so forth. Yeah. This is caused by the biochemical, processes that go on in place. We have a big issue, in this part of the world, with fibroids. About different researchers, different people say about 40 to 60% of women of African descent, it doesn't matter whether it's in Kenya, whether it's in the US or whatever it is, if you are a lady of African descent, you will have fibroids at some point in your reproductive period. And again,
really?
Most said 40 to 60%.
Yeah.
Some don't have them at all, but the majority have a small fibroid. Sometimes they're huge fibroids, 10, 20 centimeters. Sometimes they're very tiny. They're smaller, but very many of them.
Oh, wow.
And the biggest problem is if we have these fibroids in the cavity of the womb, because embryos are very sensitive. So even if it's something tiny there, maybe 1 centimeter or 2 centimeters, for an embryo that looks like the Himalaya, so it cannot surmount it, so that it can implant. Most people don't talk about lifestyle. I think we have changed the way we eat, what we eat, the amounts we eat. That's and true. Obviously some other things which you've started doing, ladies are doing, drinking alcohol, the amount of alcohol that is being drunk, smoking as well, and so on and so forth. It's a small percentage of patients who have infertility who are born without the womb. But that is a small, very tiny percentage. And then there are also other issues where we talk about hormones. We have the immune system, especially autoimmune diseases.